Hello students, good morning. See, in previous video we have seen the concept of displacement, okay, and we have also seen the difference between distance and displacement, okay. See, we have studied the topic law of motion, and these two terms are distance and displacement are related with the motion and also interrelated with each other. See, what is distance? Distance means it is a length of actual path followed by an object when it is moving. And what is displacement? Displacement, it is the shortest distance between initial and final point, okay. Then after that we have seen the difference between that two quantities. See, in this video we are going to study remaining two quantities which are related to motion, and that quantities are speed and velocity. Before seeing that terminologies, we are going to study the one activity in your book, okay. What is the activity? The activity is, even if displacement of an object is a zero, the actual distance transverse or covered by it may not be zero. See, what is the statement? Even if displacement of an object is a zero, the actual distance covered or transferred by it may not be zero. How it is? The displacement of an object is zero but distance is not zero. See, for this we are going to learn one activity or two activity, and with the help of that activity we can see or we can prove this statement, okay. See, if a person is started to moving point A in circular path. See, the person started moving from point A and that person is returned to again point A. See, and if the distance covered by that person is 100 meter, okay. So, what is distance covered by this person? You all are, you can say the distance is 100 meter, but actual is not true, okay. It is a false. How it is? See, when the person moving in a circular path, the distance covered by is actual the distance of that circular area. What I say? Here is the distance is 100 meter, but this is not actual distance covered by the person. The person started moving a circular ground or circular path. He is starting from this point and again coming to this point, and distance is covered by 100 meter, but we cannot say the distance covered by that person is 100 meter. Why? Because when a person moving in a circular path, the distance covered by that person is always the distance of that, the distance is of that area of that circle. So, what is the area of the circle? The area of the circle is 2 pi r, okay. So, we can put the value here. See, 2 into what is the value of pi? It may be either 22.7 or 3.14, okay. If we put here 3.14 into what is the r? R is the 100 meter, and by calculating this value, the actual distance of that person covered by is determined, okay. See, this is about the distance. When a person moving in a circular path, the distance covered by that person is always the area of that circle. Clear? See, what about the displacement? See, all of you know that displacement means, what is displacement? It is the shortest distance between initial and final point. Okay, see, person starting moving to point A and again returns to point A. So the initial point of that person is A and final point of that person is also A. When the initial and final point are same, I have already told you the displacement is a 0. When initial and final point is initial and final point is the same, the displacement is always a 0. This is in case of a circular path. What about in case of a linear or straight path? See, if one car is moving from point P to point Q and the distance covered by that car is 60 kilometer, okay, and that car again coming from point Q to P is again 60 kilometer. What is the distance? Distance is equal to PQ, distance between PQ and again QP, okay. The total distance is a 120 kilometer. And what about the displacement? Again same point here. The displacement of that car is a 0. Why 0? Because the initial point of a car is P and final point of that car is also P. When the initial and final points are same, the displacement is always a 0. From that two example, we can say even if displacement of an object is 0, the actual distance covered by it may not be 0. All of you understood? See, what is the statement? Even if the displacement of an object is 0, the actual distance transferred by it or covered by it is may not be 0. See, now we will going to learn the concept of speed and velocity. These two concepts are also related with the motion. Means how many concepts are related with the motion? There are 4 concepts related with the motion. First one is the distance, second one is the displacement, third one is the speed and fourth one is the velocity. See, before going to see the speed and velocity, there is one activity in your book. Can you tell? What can you tell? See, there is one activity which quantities are scalar quantity and which quantities are vector quantity. See, what is the question? Which quantities are scalar quantity and which quantity are vector quantity? See, we have already seen about the scalar quantity and vector quantity. See, scalar quantity. What is mean by scalar quantity? See, distance is a scalar quantity, okay, and displacement is a vector quantity. Why? Because the quantity which expressed only in terms of magnitude, that quantity is known as scalar quantity, okay. Here is the no need to express direction, therefore the quantity is called as scalar quantity, and the quantity which are expressed in terms of both magnitude and direction, that quantities are known as vector quantities. Means here is a need to express both direction and also magnitude, okay. All of you getting this? See, scalar quantity only expressed in terms of magnitude, vector quantity when we determine or when we express, there is a need to mention both magnitude and direction. See, some examples are here, and the question is identify the below quantity which are vector quantities and which are scalar quantities. First one is the time. See, time is a vector quantity or scalar quantity. When you told someone time, there is a need to express direction? No. Therefore, time is scalar quantity. Time is a scalar quantity. See, another one is the volume. Volume is also scalar quantity. Why volume is also scalar quantity? Because there is no need to express direction. See, you want to put a milk on a pot. Okay. There is a need to express direction. Directly you put that milk on that pot. Okay. Therefore, the volume is also scalar quantity. The volume is scalar quantity. See, velocity. Velocity is this quantity we will see after some time, because this concept is not studied still. See, next one is the force. Force is the force. See, in your classroom there are many benches and you want to move a bench one place to another place. Okay, you can move that bench in all direction. You can move that bench like this, you can move bench like this in all direction. Means when you going to express force, there is a need to express direction, and when there is a need to express direction, the quantity is said to be vector quantity. So the force is vector quantity. Okay, like this, all many examples in your book. You can identify which one is the scalar quantity and which one is the vector quantity. Okay, and now we are going to study our remaining two concepts which are related with the motion, that is speed and velocity. Okay, one by one we can see these two concepts, speed and velocity.